name book and having a look through that. I remember looking at celebrities and trying to get a little bit of inspiration from them, and there were like bizarre names like Buddy Bear and Atlas and Mars and Bandit. I mean, who calls your kid Bandit? I mean, yes, I'm trouble. I'm just waiting for bad things to happen. Apple was another name I came across. Speck, Wild Horse, Pirate, and Camera. And I mean, who calls your kid Camera? And I still was left feeling very uninspired about what to call our daughter. And one night we were sitting down watching TV, and a bit of a B-grade series came on, and it was on in the background at our house, and I was watching it, and then one of the main characters waltzed onto the screen, and her name was Elliot. And I said to my husband, his name's Kushan, I said, "Hey, what do you think about the name Elliot for a girl?" And he's like, "I like it. I like that name because it reminds me of a story from when I grew up about some missionaries." And that's how our daughter got her name Elliot. And when my husband Kushan was a young kid, he loved stories about missionaries. He loved stories about people who gave up everything, who moved away from everything that was normal and comfortable, and they moved away to tell people about Jesus. And they gave up everything that they knew as common and known. And one of the stories that he would read about a lot was about a guy named Jim Elliot. And at the age of 25, this guy, Jim Elliot, he moved from America and he moved to Ecuador. And he married a lady called Elizabeth, and they had a daughter. And Jim Elliot, he began the process of trying to make contact with an unreached people group called the Orcas in the jungle of Ecuador. And about a year later from when he moved there, in 1956, sadly, him and 4 other missionary friends, they were attempting to make contact with this tribe, and unfortunately, in the process, were murdered. Their lives were taken, and they were killed by 10 Orca warriors. 2 years later, after a whole series of events took place, Elizabeth Elliot, so Jim's wife, she, through a whole series of events, she made contact with this people group again, and with her 3-year-old daughter, she returned to Ecuador, to the jungle of Ecuador, and she went and she lived with these Orca people. For 5 years she lived there, and she immersed herself in the community, in the culture, with her little child. And through all of that, she saw many people, many villagers make decisions to follow Jesus, to commit their lives to Jesus. The very people group that took her life, the life of her husband. She moved back and she spent her life investing into these people. And I don't know about you, but when I hear this story, it's deeply convicting. It is incredibly inspiring and absolutely mind-blowing that this woman would take her little child away from family, away from medical intervention, away from the westernized society that she was living in at the time, and move to a place, the same village, the same tribe,